Welcome back, Swiss long haul on the A350 part 2. First video went on Flight Radar 24. Yesterday's flight, Zurich, Boston, inaugural. First service for the Swiss A350 and debut of their full new Swiss Senses product. Now, 24 hours later, I'm flying back and I'm doing a video for my channel in a slightly different seat. We're in the business suite on the last one, and on this one, we're gonna be in one of their extra space seats right in the middle. So that's something very different to try out. As you may know, this cabin has a lot of different types of seats that they're gonna be charging for in different ways. It's a very differentiated product around the business cabin, a lot of different options. Close to the aisle, close to the window for more privacy, extra space, business suites. So, it takes a lot of reviews to capture them all. But this should be interesting. It's not the sort of seat I normally would pick, but a different kind of thing to try. Nice. Flight back to Zurich tonight. Let's do it, let's get on board. All right, pretty amazing this. Right in the center of the cabin, and with this huge counter space over here, and some to the right too. More like the typical counter space you would get with the wireless charging there. Little bag of welcome nuts also. Otherwise quite similar in terms of seat controls to everything that I had in the business suite. Not nearly as much space as that one, but with quite a large footwell as well. We'll check that out soon. And this little space over here to put things. Everything's just a bit different laid out. With tons of counter space over here. So normally I would not be super psyched to have a center seat with no window, but wow. Woo. What makes that way better is having nice tail camera and also side view cameras. So I don't know if you saw, but on my videos about the flight to Palma with the first run of the 350 within Europe, I showed that a little bit, how you can look not only from the tail view, which is awesome, but also left and right views where the cameras are mounted on the sides of the airplane. So you can actually see the view out the side. It's not quite the same as a real window, but it's really nice to have that option. So if they ever stop showing these ads, naturally they have to show some watch ads. This being Swiss airline, I'm going to turn on that tail camera. Even if it's in the dark, it looks quite nice because you can see the runway, all the lights on the runway, etc. So there you go. I hope they stop the ads before we line up for the runway.
Crew, prepare for departure.
Yeah, come on, let's do this.
Dear guests, for safety reasons you are required to have your seatbelt fastened.
It's going to be way too dark to appreciate the camera views now, so we'll just check them out in the morning when we get up. Hopefully get a nice one for landing in the daylight, which is a plus on those. Might as well get this thing into the lounge position and undo the shoulder part of the safety belt. I can do it with one hand. Oh, come on now. Useless. This is a two-handed job. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. But anyway, thought I'd get into the lounging position now. Probably doze off, but why wait sitting bolt upright for the meal, right? Here's hoping they serve it quickly. All right, we have main course now. Good speed on this one. I'm impressed. They're getting it out really quickly on this short night flight, which is much appreciated. Good flavor, a little bit of spice. For outstation catering, I think this is pretty impressive. All right, so meal done, and not sure how much longer we have, but anyway, I'm still on track for my 4 hours of sleep, I think, and wanted to just finish this off with peppermint tea, which I had on the way over, and it's quite nice. It's good. If I were sensible, I would leave it at that, but you know what it is. Bailey's. If you watch my other videos, you know it's a little bit of a guilty pleasure for me. What do you think of Bailey's on a flight? Is it just right, or is it kind of weird? I love it. It's just perfect, and I only drink it on a plane. I'm going to keep it that way, I think. I'm not going to buy a bottle. Delicious. By the way, I think this would be amazing if it was a daytime flight and I was working. Having all this space to put out my stuff. I could be charging stuff. I could be working on that nice sturdy table. Yeah, very good little workstation. And then more space over here to charge some things. Set up the camera, you name it. You can do anything. And you even have this 2-level thing here, under and over. Very sturdy as well. Perfect. So definitely a nice big footwell space. It doesn't feel restrictive in here. And what really stands out too is that when you lie down here, you're really cocooned in here, even though you don't have as high walls or any closing door like on the business suites that I came over on yesterday. You're just sort of surrounded by wall, and not in a claustrophobic, uncomfortable way. You feel pretty sealed off from other passengers, and feels very private. So yeah, I'm gonna try sleeping now. I have a feeling it will go well. Knock on wood. Luckily there's wood all over the place. That was probably too loud for you. But yeah, I'm gonna turn the screen off, turn this light off. Hopefully sleep for 4 hours and wake up for the descent. Sorry for not doing the whole breakfast, but gotta preserve my health a little bit, at least, on this tail end of a very long trip with lots of time zones. So, talk to you on the other side of the Atlantic, hopefully. All right, I'm up a little bit shorter of a night than I'd hoped. Got pretty bumpy in the night and kind of kept me awake. It's a kind of turbulence that's like hard to sleep through for me. Very like but not so bad anyway. I don't know how many hours I might have gotten. 3? So it won't be the easiest day ahead, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. Looks like it's light out now, so why don't we check out the tail camera? right, landed back in Zurich. Really nice flight overall. The highlights, great cabin crew, lovely people, really nice service. Food was really good. Everything done quite quickly for the departure meal, which was much appreciated. And the seats, beautiful and quite comfortable. Lots of places to put things in this one. There are a lot of different types of seats, as we've already covered. So, there's a lot to check out here. I think for me, because I love a window, I'd be quite happy with one of the standard, what they call extra privacy seats, which is just the one that's closest to the window, away from the aisle. And that would be a perfect one for me. The business suites are amazing, but they really are almost more than you need, or, in most cases. But the privacy there is next level, really. And this one is cool with a lot of storage and everything like that. It's not a bad seat to end up in, but I wouldn't seek it out in the future. So they also have extra long seats. So that's another one that's irrelevant to me. So I'm not that tall, but for some people, it could make a difference to have that option. Anyway, super fun little trip with Swiss. A little bit too short. Wish I could have stayed in Boston a few days, and then kind of wish this was a West Coast flight back to Europe. That's the right length for filming, eating, sleeping, all the right amounts. But anyway, hope you enjoyed this one and this little look at the new Swiss Senses offering on the A350. Certainly one that I would look to fly again happily, gladly, wherever I'm going. It's really next level, new era, really huge improvement for Swiss, and I'm really glad to see them doing this. So thanks a lot for joining. Let me know what you thought in the comments, of course, as always. Thank you so much. See you next time.